Namaste and welcome to this first season of the meditation video which I am about to begin today. In this video, I would be talking and sharing about the various experiences which I gained from the enlightened masters. All the experiences I gained helped me in my day-to-day life and flipped the way I see things in general. You would be astonished to know that the tendency and the caliber of the human brain, it's tremendous. We just use only 10% of the human brain. The caliber just goes to such an immense extent that if channelized, we can experience the energy within us. If channelized, we can use this energy in a way which is of immense information, immense knowledge, immense enlightenment, and the entire vision, the entire way of thinking and to knowing and seeing things just changes, just flips over. So to begin with, I just want you to address the fact that is inside your mind, that you can meditate. Most of the people, they just think they can meditate. Why is it so hard for people to just sit back and relax, just close their eyes and just experience silence which is inside them? Why is it so hard? It's a very easy process, isn't it? The only thing which is hindering us from doing it is our own knowledge, which is our own thought process, which is our own conditioning, the way our mind is getting conditioned. So just to clarify it, I just want you to give an example. Just for example, there is a person in India who is a Hindu, who doesn't eat non-vegetarian food, who has a certain set of beliefs. Now, if he is involved in a meeting, in an official meeting with a person who is a Chinese, and he is eating all sorts of meats and stuff like that, he has a different cultural conditioning, he has a different way of looking at life, there would be a conflict. Now, I'm not focused on the dialogue delivery between these two people. I'm more focused on the egos which are not in tune with each other, So that Hindu person has a different ego bubble, and that particular Chinese person has a different ego bubble. What we have learned throughout this life, is it worthy enough if it just takes the peace out of us, isn't it? I think it's not worthy if it just takes our mental peace. What I say to you is that your ego, your set of beliefs, your visualization of this world, it's all gathered. It's a gathered information. It's like you just insert a pen drive in the computer and you just copy and pasted some rap music, or you copy and pasted some classical music, isn't it? Now, this accumulation of thoughts, of knowledge, it just comprises of our ego. To experience what real meditation is, we just have to drop this information. Nobody will tell you in this world to drop any information, People are more concerned about obtaining more and more and more information. But what's the end result? 20 years down the line, they're all miserable people, isn't it? And then they look at the kids who are just playing in the garden, in the playground, 2 or 3 years old kids. They are more joyous, they are more full of energy, isn't it? Why is it that way? If the life has to be progressive in a way, if it has to progress, the quality of life needs to get more and more joyful, more peaceful, more tremendously ecstasy, ecstasy in life, ecstasy in the eyes of people just around you. But when you look around, when you look at in your job, people around you, they're all sad, isn't it? They are sad because they have learned so much. They have learned so much knowledge and they think they know so much that it's hard for their minds to gather something which is more fruitful. For a kid's mind, it's pure, it's black, it's a blank slate. So now you can write anything on it, isn't it? He feels curious about everything, the fruits on the tree, the birds chirping around, everything for him is something ecstasy, like something joyful, something new. But as we grow up, everything which is supposed to be new to us, when we go to a different destination, the way we see it isn't the same the way a 3-year-old could see it, isn't it? If you admit to this fact, you would be able to drop everything which you have learned. And by dropping, I'm not saying that it would be out of your mind. You have learned the art of engineering, or you have learned the art of cuisine, or you have learned any art. The dropping of it is in the subconscious level, You are a painter, but you respect the mechanic in the same way you respect an engineer. Because now that ego bubble has dropped. You are doing your work, but you respect everybody's work as well. So there are various techniques to meditation, and I have been trained under 2 or 3 enlightened gurus. I didn't go hard and fast, like in terms of the techniques. I learned something from a particular guru, something from that guru, and in conclusion, I just took whatever it was required of my soul, what was required of me. It was not imposed on me. Remember the word imposed. Whatever we gain from the system and whatever we gain from the education system is already imposed on us. We just like one subject, but then we have to read other chapters as well, right? So everything else which is not ours or which is not of our interest is imposed on us in a way. And this imposed knowledge, it just burdens our mind. Our mind is like a computer, and throughout the day or throughout the months and years, there's not a single moment in our life when this mind is thoughtless. Through meditation, through dhyan, we intend to be able to generate certain moments in which this mind is at ease. And when this mind is at ease, it's more easy to control this mind. And by controlling, I mean from the various external sources. One person just moves his trigger and you are just like angry, One person just mocks you in a way and you just gets triggered. It's a sign of weak heart. It's a sign of weak mind. It's a sign of weak soul that you just get triggered by trivial things. And that's the reason for your sadness, isn't it? Why you get sad? Because he as a person has triggered your ego. And a wise man, a yogi would say, such people are your friends. Such people help you to test yourself in a way. Now, if for example, I just went to the Himalayas or I went to the particular peak or a hill station to meditate, what's the use of it? If I won't be able to test myself in the general public, in the general society. These people help us to know us better, to know us in a way that's magnificent. So thank you for listening. It was my first video and I will be posting more videos like this. Hope you find peace one day, and once you find it, I tell you that you won't be able to drop it. Then it's yours. Then it's not mine, then it's yours. Namaste and thank you.